Good day everyone, I am Mr. Dan Alvin M. Punumbayan and this video presentation is about the IE103 midterm examination, a partial requirement to information system for us 5 IE1 industrial engineering students from the Pamantasan ng Cabuyao. First question is, what is information system? Information system is an integrated set of computers for collecting, storing, and processing data and for providing information, knowledge, and digital products. Business firms and other organizations rely on information systems to carry out and manage their operations and interact with their customers and suppliers, and also compete in the marketplace. One of the examples are the e-commerce. The components of the information systems are the hardware, software, data, people, and procedures. Hardware is the part of the information system you can touch, the physical components of the technology. For example, are the computers, keyboards, disks, drives, iPads, and flash drives are all examples of the hardware, where the software is a set of instructions that tells the hardware what to do. Software is not tangible, it cannot be touched. When programmers create software programs that they are not really what they really doing is simply typing out lists of informations or instructions that tell the hardware what to do. Then we have data. You can think of data as a collection of facts. For example, your street address, the city you live in, your phone number are all pieces of data. Like software, data is also intangible. Then we have people. Every system needs people if it's to be useful. Often the most overlooked element of the system is the people. Probably the component that most influences the success or the failure of the information system. This includes not only the users, but also who operate the services, the computers, those who maintain the data, and those who support the network of the computers. And lastly, we have the procedure. Procedures are the policies that govern the operation of a computer system. Procedures are to people what software is to hardware. It's a common analogy that is used to illustrate the role of the procedures in a system. The next question is the manager's role in implementing information system. The management of the information system functions is a critical to the success of the information system within the organization. First is the CIO, or the Chief Information Officer, is the head of the information systems function. This person aligns the plans and operations of the information systems with strategic goals of the organization. Then we have the functional manager. As information system organizations grows, many of the different functions are grouped together and led by a manager. And these functional managers report to the CIO and manage the employees specific to their function. Then we have the organizations that use ERP require one or more individuals to manage these systems. These people make sure that the ERP system is completely up to date, work to implement any changes to the ERP that are needed, and consults with the various user departments on needed reports or data extracts. Then we have the project manager, which is responsible for keeping projects on time and on budget. This person works with the stakeholders of the project to keep the team organized and communicates the status of the project to the management. And lastly, we have the information security officer, which is in charge for setting information security policies for the organization and overseeing the implementation of those policies. This person may have one or more people reporting to them as part of the information system. Then the next question is the perpetrator's cyber attack. Simply put, a cyber attack is an attack launched from one or more computers against another, multiple computers or networks. Cyber attacks can be broken down into two broad types. The first is the attack where the goal is to disable the target's computer or knock it offline. The second is the attack where the goal is to get access to the target's computer's data and perhaps gain admin privileges on it. These are the 8 types of cyber attack. First is the malware, short for malicious software. Malware can report to any kind of software, no matter what is structured or operated. It is designed to cause damage to a single computer, server, or computer network. Then we have is the phishing. Is a technique by which cybercriminals craft emails to pull the target into taking some harmful actions. Then we have the ransomware. It's a form of malware that encrypts victims' files. Then the attacker demands a ransom from the victim to restore access to the data upon payment. Then we have the injection of SQL injection. It's a means by which the attacker can exploit a vulnerability to take control of the victim's database. Any database are designed to obey commands written in the structured query language. SQL commands into a web form that asking the name, address information. The website and database aren't programmed correctly. The database might try to execute those commands. Then we have the man in the middle. It's a method which the attackers manage to interpose themselves secretly between the user and the web service they're attacking to access, trying to access. For instance, an attacker might set up a Wi-Fi network, the login screen designed to mimic a hotel network. Once the user logs in, the attacker can harvest any information the user sends, including banking passwords. Then we have the cryptojacking. It's a specialist attack that involves getting in someone else's computer to do the work of generating cryptocurrencies for you. The attackers will either install malware on the victim's computer to perform necessary calculations or sometimes run the code in a JavaScript that executes the victim's browser. Then we have the denial of service. Attack is a brute force method to try to stop someone on its service from working properly. Then, lastly, the zero-day exploits are vulnerabilities in a software that have yet to be fixed. The same arises because once patch is released, each day represents fewer and fewer computers open to attack as the users download their security updates. The, tech the techniques for exploiting such vulnerabilities are often brought and sold on the dark web, and are sometimes discovered by the government agencies that controversially may use them for their own hacking purposes, rather than the releasing information about them for the common benefit. Then we have the product life cycle management, or the PLM. First, what is product life cycle management? It refers to the handling of goods as it moves throughout the typical stages of its product life, from the concept, the development, the prototype, the launch, the manufacture, the distribution, the use, the service, and the recycle. The EPEDIC product lifecycle management bring together the many companies, departments, and employees involved in the product's production to streamline their activities, with the ultimate goal of producing the products to perform its competitors is highly profitable and last long consumers desire and technology permit. It goes beyond the setting of the bill of materials. First is the concept, where all ideas gather to form a product or service. Then the development, where all the data gathered will be used for the development of the product. Then the creation of the prototype. It may either be tangible or none. Then we have the launching of the product, where it falls under the supply chain management. Then the manufacturing. Then the distribution. Then we go to the CRM, or also the customer relationship management, where the use, the service, and the recycle of the product will fall. That's all. Thank you for listening.